Hey and welcome to this new video of learning and mastering Symfony 3. So in this video we will learn about services. So we will learn how to create a service and how also to use a service. In this tutorial we were using some kind of services but without feeling it. So now I will go and explain to you every service and also how to create one and use one. Like for example, here we're using this service of SwiftMiler, and we are initialize it with this Miler variable. So basically what a service is just a PHP class when there is like a lot of function, and one of those function of the SwiftMiler is send. So instead of typing like all the code of sending an email, we just go to the service SwiftMailer and initialize it with a variable, and after that using the method and the function that are in that service like we use or like we do in here. So mailer and this send method, it's inside our SwiftMailer or our service of SwiftMailer. And same thing also for when we interact with the database, we call a service this doctrine. So this doctrine is service who has like another method of get manager and also get repository who help us to put less code of SQL code. For example, here find ID. If we don't use this service, we will type, for example, select, I don't know, select post from or select, for example, ID title from post where the post.id equal to this id. So instead of typing all of that, we're just using this function that is inside this service. So now how we can create our own service. So let's see. So let's create one in let's create it in our up bundle. So let's go to up bundle, create a new folder, let's name it service. So service or services, just name, and inside the service let's type a file. Let's name it, for example, mod services .php, because we said that service is just a PHP class. So here first we need to put like the namespace. So let's start. I will just change this to PHP. Not that, it's that. So yeah, it's already here in PHP. So let's start my images and let's see. So .php, and let's use namespace. So name space, and our service is in up bundle, and this last, and the name of our folder is service, and that's it, semicolon. And after that let's go and create our class. So class, give it a name. For example, for me I will name it class service. It's not important to add like a service, but I just do that to know that this PHP class is a service. So, and inside of it here, for the moment I don't need like a constructor, so I will not create it right now. So since we named for this class mat class, so let's use some mat, mat value like addition, subtraction, division, and also multiplication. So public, it's named first, for example, add. So basically what this do, it's add two numbers. So I named them A and B, and return E plus B. So let's just copy and paste because that's basically the same. This is one for subtraction, division, and multiplication. So here sub, and here don't forget to add for example a condition here if A is bigger than B, or if B is bigger than E, because I don't think that he can handle, for example, if B, in our case, if B it's more or it's greater than A, we will have like a minus variable or as a result. Here multiplication, so just name it multi, and here the division, or name it div, for example. Also here you can don't forget like to do an condition so that the B cannot be a 0, because we know that it's impossible in math. So let's add here, we will add condition. So if dash P it's not equal or different than 0, then put this as a return. If it's equal 0, return 0. And here why in this if why I didn't put the bracket, because I have just one instruction. If I have one instruction, it's not, or I don't need to put the bracket. So now save. So let's close PHP tag, and here the M must be capital because the name of class must be starts with a capital. So now basically after I create the service, so now I want, for example, to use it here in my default controller. So let's create new method. We'll just copy annotation, for example this. I will copy all of the method, and after that I will delete its body. Yes, so here for the moment I will copy that. Let's name it, for example, operation. Let's delete this id. Let's give it a name also, operation, and as a route operation also. So operation, and here I want to use my service, so I need to initialize it in the parameter of the function. So the name of my service, it's math service, so math service, and I want to initialize with a new variable. I will name it, for example, math service. You can name it whatever you want, this is just a variable. And also to like start working with the service, I need to use it in here. It's not used, so let's go and use it. So use the name of my folder or the path to my service. So service and slash math service, math service, and don't forget first up bundle. So up bundle anti-slash service and anti-slash mod service. So basically here you put the path to that service. Now let's use so return, and in this return we'll use just a response. So response this one with HTTP, yeah, this one. So enter, and here let's use this service. So let's use one one method of in that service here. For example, let's use addition. I think I name it, sorry, it's add, and it has two parameters, for example the first 10 and second 20, for example. and after that don't forget semicolon. So now let's go and refresh, just refresh this page, and after that we will type here or add slash operation and see the result. Oops, something went wrong, so we'll go and check what went wrong. So generally if I have like this error, something went wrong, so I know that error is in namespace. So let's go here and check. It's a bundle.service, it's correct. Let's check that also. It's of bundle service mod service. Yeah, here I put mod services with S and here just mod service. So now save, go back and refresh, and it will work now. So refresh, still something went wrong. Class iPendle is defined file. Here, yeah, I forget to add an S also in the name of service. So now I think everything will be okay. Oh, what's that? That's all expected class is defined. So here guys, now it's working. So basically what I did to solve that error, I just go here to my mod service. It was mod services. I deleted the S, so yeah, it deletes also from here and also from here. So just mod service in here, mod service in here, and also the name of a class is mod service. And here you know, like the route is operation, and here we put 10 and 20, so the result is 30. So now if we want, for example, to have or to do like another method that exists in this mod service, for example sub, and let's keep it that way, b is bigger than a, to see the result. If he will give us like a minus variable, yeah, so it's minus 10. Same thing also if we want to use multiplication and subs and division. So this is just like a simple way to show you how to create a service, and sometimes in service we can do like a lot of complex method. For example, I don't know, if we want to calculate, for example, the payment of something, or edit, or when we have like a lot of function, we put them here in one service. Or if we want, for example, to reuse the function, so for example, if this function or add, we want to use it in this app bundle, and also in admin bundle, and also in other bundles. So basically we create a service and we start just calling that service and calling the function in it. So I think this is all for this video. In the next video we will talk about deployment and how to deploy Symfony application. So see you next.